I am your host for today's show. Leave a comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Well, so I'm here to talk about this video because everyone's talking about it, and it confused the people. If you know what I mean, me and other real people. Um, this video is about Cheryl Miller. So Cheryl Miller did an interview with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes on All the Smoke, and Steven asked Cheryl about her experience in coaching the All-Star basketball game and her relationship with Caitlin Clark, and she gave us this bizarre answer that none of us never would expect. Let me roll that clip.
But you recently coached the WNBA All-Star game. You spent some time with Caitlin Clark.
Best coaching job ever.
Best coaching job
Best
ever.
coaching job ever.
Being around Caitlin Clark, how was the experience with her? She's such a big star. I mean, the sky's the limit for her. To be around her, just talk about the type of person she is and how much she loves the game.
I'm going to be honest because it needs to be said. I can relate to that young lady, and I felt for her. Mm-hmm. I know what it's like to be hated. Mm. I know what it's like to be a black woman and hated because of my color.
Yeah.
I can't imagine this young lady, I don't want to use hate, but despised. Mm-hmm. And people just having, she brought some on herself a little bit because she's cocky for a good reason.
Mm-hmm. Confident.
And I love that about her. But to watch the dynamics and the media, they had their narrative. Mm-hmm. And I was pleased and proud to see the narrative wasn't the truth.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And Angel and her got along so well, and watching them practice and yeah, just get it. And Caitlin's like, just fly, and watching her pass. And I didn't know how talented she was and how well she sees the game in a 3D version, thinker, defensively a lot better than I thought and gave her credit for. So watching her and just spending a little time. And one thing
Okay, you saw that whole clip of that interview. And I just got to say, and I just have a question. Cheryl, what the F is wrong with you? What do you mean Caitlin Clark, get all this hate? Like, what do you mean you can relate to this woman getting all this hate and have all these narratives, these false narratives thrown at you as a black woman? Caitlin Clark is a white woman. And the stuff you talking about, hate and false narratives being thrown your way, that is Angel Reese. And Angel Reese is a black woman, and she's getting all this hate. She's been suffering all this hate since that national championship from 2 years ago. And you saying you relate to Clark more than her. What hate has Caitlin Clark has gotten? I can look up some videos about Caitlin Clark getting hate, and the only people that's making those videos are those false narrative creating mother suckers. But if you go type Angel Reese hate, it's everywhere. It's actual real hate against her. It's ton of false narratives made about her, like false lying videos trying their best to slander her name. And you gonna say that all this is happening to Caitlin Clark? What is going on with the people from our community? Like, are y'all like intimidated, or are y'all doing this for a check? And it couldn't be all because I played the whole video and it looked like an actual whole video. I didn't see nothing like just look like that it skipped to that part. So it's obviously not edited. uh, I've never been as disappointed and confused like this. Like that stuff had me mind screwed because I'm like, wait a minute, hate? As a black woman, media slander? Are you talking about Angel Reese? Because that's what it sounded like she was talking about Angel Reese. And it's like the only time she mentioned Angel Reese is when her and Caitlin Clark playing together, practicing together, and finally ending this narrative of them hating each other or whatever rivalry, this so-called rivalry they have going on, bruh. And that was it. Then she started, continuing talking, praising Caitlin. Cheryl, if that's the case, you should have talked about Angel Reese. That should have been Angel Reese that you should have been talking about. Caitlin Clark has not suffered any of that. If anything, Caitlin Clark, her fans is who we hate. That's the people we despise, not her. We ain't got nothing against Caitlin Clark. I don't know how y'all get into all this. I don't know how many times we have to tell y'all we don't have no issue with this woman. It's her fans. Her fans is always coming to these videos causing this unnecessary drama, causing confusion, causing, making all these shades, doing all these comments, trolling Angel, and we have to go 10 times harder, calling them names, getting on their ass or on their behinds, coming messing with us. You know what I'm saying? But clearly, you just like these other, sellouts who will throw us under the bus to collect a fat check. It obviously all the smoke has to be owned by a Caucasian man because Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson look like they just only, open their videos up for show. It's like their boss tells them to get ready to interview Cheryl Miller and they go right to it, or anyone else for interview. I don't think they doing that on their own. Because Steven Jackson was supposed to be this black activist who was fighting for blacks, including, especially with George Floyd, after what happened to him. Steven Jackson was all over the media, claiming that's his brother, you know what I'm saying? Talking about, hey, we love y'all, we fight for y'all. But can I find out he's your op too? Hey, Matt Barnes, I ain't got the word. I already know he a freaking op. Both of them are ops. And Cheryl Miller, they all three ops. Heck, and Matt Barnes beats on women. He's pathetic and a coward, just like Steven. We don't have any real leaders, bro. We don't have any real leaders. And Cheryl, you disappointed the heck out of me. You disappointed at everyone who had respect for you, who loved you, who respect your game. And I definitely had more respect for you for making Reggie Miller the player he was. Now, him and you are off my respect list. Y'all my crap list now. Cheryl, you wrong, because Angel's a black woman. And the only person who's getting all this hate and getting slandered, her name slandered with lies like that, is her. Her mom even got death threats. Did you even try to research that? Then it's enough. You started Caitlin Clark at the All-Star game, but you didn't start Angel Reese. And Caitlin Clark could not hit a 3-pointer to save this team's life or her life. You played Angel 7 to 10 minutes. She gets a double-double. Caitlin played 40 minutes. The only thing she got is 10 assists and 4 points. You mean to tell me that's all she can do for you for 30, 40 minutes and you praise her for that? You got to be effing kidding me. You need to get the F out of here with that BS. And you still praise her after Angel put all her effort to show how good of an athlete she is. And you talking about, I'm something like you. I don't think you like Angel at all. I don't even think you care to know about her. I think you are intimidated by Caitlin's fans that you will say that she's getting everything what Angel Reese is really getting. And I think if you were to, to put Angel, in that correct narrative, the correct narrative of her really, receiving this hate, relating to her, and real and trying to understand why the media is lying on her name, you will get backlash from Caitlin's fans. Look, I respect Cheryl for and Lisa. They the ones that got Angel's back, and they don't and because of that, those fans are trying to intimidate them, and they don't let them fans intimidate them. You, Cheryl, you're a disappointment. You're old head at that. You should you should have let your grandchildren should look up to you, and they should be going to you about this racism and all that. And it looks like you ain't even much teach them about that, because look how you just put yourself out there. That stuff really bothered me. But you know what? I think this video is too long. I don't want to just say stuff and get out and get caught out of character and all that. I'm just gonna end it right here. This is JG, always on topics, and I'm done with this rant.